I'm back. So I thought I was recording this entire time, and turns out I wasn't. So now I have to re-record the whole thing. So anyways, I guess I'll just finish off this look with you guys and tell you guys. So I'm going to talk about the worst date I've ever been on. I know what you're going to think. Jada, the worst date you've ever been on? That can't be too bad. I'm just going to use a little bit of my ColourPop powder in the color dark to kind of just soften this line. And just make it nailed a little bit better with everything else that's on my face. Because you want to be snatch-around. I'm just going to put a little bit of that powder up here and on the side of my nose. And on my chin. I already powdered the fuck out of my face. I'm not going to like put in eyes. I finally figured out how to use the banana powder correctly. So anyways, to preference this, there's blush on this brush from, don't even know how long ago. It's from the ColourPop Mar palette in the color Sorbet, so if anybody cares. So to preference this, I have already gone on a date with this guy like 2 or 3 times. 2 times before the worst date of my life. So I didn't really expect it to go bad. I kind of couldn't remember why I like didn't want to go out with him. He's everything that I like in a man. He's attractive, he's tall, he's a Leo, he has good style, great teeth, 10 out of 10, he's funny, like, you know. So I couldn't like really, and he's not really on social media, which is like a big thing for me. I don't like my man to be on social media more than I am. So I'm like, okay, yes, you hear me, yes. So I'm like, okay, cool, like, okay, we're gonna go out, we're gonna have a good time. So he hits me up, and he's like, let's hang out, like, whatever. So I already knew this shit was gonna go all wrong, because he was like, okay, hit me up Saturday, and, we'll plan what time I'll pick you up. So I messaged him Saturday at noon, y'all. This motherfucker does not answer my text. He then proceeds to like a photo of mine on Instagram that I posted that same night. And then I text him and I'm like, I message him on Snap. I'm like, how are you gonna like a photo of me on Instagram but you're not gonna text me back? And so he FaceTimed me and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I just got busy at work. And I'm looking at him like, So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he's like, okay, we'll be ready by 11 o'clock and I'll pick you up. Now, I've gone on a date with this guy twice, and each time he's picked me up, or each time he said he was going to be at my place or whatever, he was late. And not like 15 minutes late. I'm talking like 30, 45 minutes late, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. If you know me, you know that I like to be on time. Like, I get it. Like, things happen. Like, the first time we hung out, like, I guess something happened with his mom or something like that. So he had to, like, stay home. And I'm like, okay, well, just tell me that. You could just, like, stay home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like communication is a big thing. Like, just tell me that. And I know, like, because to me, it just seems like you're just a dick who can't tell time. So I was like, okay. So he picked me up at 11:45. So I was already kind of like tired and kind of ready to just go to bed, but I was like, okay, like, go out, have a good time, get a meal, enjoy his company, who knows, you know? Maybe this is your future babe and you don't even know it. Like, don't, because typically, like, if anybody knows me, they know that I'm a homebody. Like, I like to be at home. Like, I barely go out as it is, so I'm like, okay, just go, have a good time. It's Friday night, like, you have all Saturday, well, you have all Sunday to, like, recuperate, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go, and he stops, and he's like, I'll have to get gas. I'm like, okay, cool, like, because I'm not pushing your damn car. So, hold on, I gotta make sure I get my eyeliner right. So, I'm like, okay, cool, like, I'm not pushing your freaking car, like, let's go. So he gets gas, he asks me if I want anything from the store, what adrenaline. And I'm like, oh, just a water. So he gets me a water. He comes back to the car. And I'm like, cool. So then he was like, okay, like, he's like, damn, I need to wash my car. So I'm like, wash your car. And he's like, do you care if I stop and wash my car? And I should have known. I should have fucking known, but trying to be nice. So I was like, yeah, like, that's fine. Like, I thought we were going to go through one of those, like, automatic. Trying to be nice. So I was like, yeah, like, that's fine. Like, I thought we were going to go through one of those, like, automatic washes where you pay, like, $3 and, like, your car goes through and, like, you're good to go. No. So he takes me to one of those car washes where you have to wash your car yourself. Like, you're, like, scrubbing it and stuff. I've never been to one of those. I just saw them. And it's not the greatest part of town. So I'm like, okay. All right. Okay. So he's washing his car. I'm standing outside. And I'm not going to lie. I'm still having a decent time. Like, he's making me laugh. We're talking. He's making me giggle. You know, I'm like, whatever. Like, he can wash his car in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. And we could still go out to eat or whatever. Like, it's cool. Like, you know, the night is young. It's Saturday. And then he was like, I wonder if this AutoZone's open. And I'm like, you want me to Google if it is? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to buy an air freshener for my car. And I'm like, yes, everybody loves a vanilla treat. Do you hear me? Yes. So, turns out it was a 24-hour AutoZone. So, he's holding my hand. We go into the AutoZone after he finishes washing his car. And as we're going, there's this girl getting out of her car. She has, like, on this tight mini dress. He's looking at this bitch as if I'm not even there. Like, he looks at this girl up and down. And that's when I got pissed off. I was like, all right. I'm gonna be nice because you're my ride. But this is it. Like, at that moment, I was kind of, like, over the date. I was like, okay, like, you take me out here. We're supposed to be getting dinner. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he gets his damn air freshener, and then this motherfucker starts buying, like, dashboard cleaner and just a bunch of dumb stuff. So I'm like, he's not gonna vacuum out his car, is he? No. Of course you wouldn't. You would never do that. He's on a date. Like, he wouldn't do that. He asked me if he could. I'm like, he wouldn't do that. Like, he's on a date. Like, he just asked me if he could wash his car. He didn't ask me if he could, like, vacuum it out. Girl, he hauled his car into the damn vacuum place, and he started vacuuming out his car at midnight. Spraying down his dash, wiping it down. I'm looking like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be joking me. This is a fucking joke. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm pissed. I am fucking living now. Like, I'm mad because I'm like, this girl up and down. You're trying not to be crazy. Like, he's your ride. Like, be nice. At this point, I was so fucking irritated, and it was warm outside because it's June here in Arizona. And in Arizona, like, the temperature gets during the day gets to about 116 degrees. So you gotta think 116 degrees, and then it's nighttime, you're looking at like 102. Like, it's hot, you know? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he vacuums out his car. While he's vacuuming out his car, girl, what do I notice? A crackhead strung out on drugs by us, passed out. I'm like, oh my God. I said, oh my God. Hell no. To the no. I'm like, this is too much. So he finally finishes vacuuming out his car, girl. And I'm so irritated. He's like, okay, well, where do you want to go to eat? Literally at that moment, I wanted to be like, take me home. But I was like, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch. Trying to work out my ways. Trying not to be selfish. Like, let me be nice. I was like, I don't really care. I'm not really hungry. Like, you're going to be the only one to eat. You can get whatever. So he gets a pizza with sausage and jalapeno on it, and we're sitting outside, and it's already warm. But I'm a type of person, like, I don't sweat when it's warm outside. Like, as long as I'm not doing strenuous activity. Like, if I'm outside running, then yeah, I'm gonna sweat. But like, if I'm just sitting and it's warm outside, like, I'll probably start glistening, but I won't like be like pouring sweat. So he was like sweating because it was hot, and I'm like, you did this to your fucking self. You have no one to be mad at but yourself. So then he's like, you know, he's eating or whatever, and I'm like, okay, are you done? Because like the place we were at was actually closing. So he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just take you home. Oh, Right, because our date's over. Because we actually only ate pizza at the end, and by ate pizza, I mean you ate pizza, and you took me on a date to run errands where you looked at another girl up and down, and yeah, of course, yeah, of course, of course, of course. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he takes me home, and he's driving like a madman. Like, he already drives fast. Like, I drive fast. Like my mom and my sister, when they're in my car, they're like, Jada, like, you're going too fast. And my mom's like, Monique, you need to stop driving like that. I'm like, I'm not even driving fast. Like, relax your tits. But he drives like he'll ride people's asses to the point where like the car got over so that like he could pass, so that the guy was like could just pass him. I was like, oh my god, dude, this is too much. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he takes me home. We're driving. I'm about to pass out at this point because anybody who knows me knows I'm usually dead asleep by like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock most nights. So I'm like, okay, whatever. No biggie, like, whatever. So he takes me home, and we're sitting in my parking lot, and he's like, oh, do you want to walk you upstairs? And I'm like, I'm good, like, don't worry about it, like, I'll make it. And any other time, you know, I would gladly take someone walking me up, but I was kind of, like, over him. So I was like, no, I'm good, like, I can handle it or whatever. So he then proceeds to try to lean over and kiss me. Men. These men out here, okay, I don't know, they're trying to have a hot boy summer, but you might as well took me to Starbucks because bitch, you took me to run errands with you, like we besties or something. That's some shit I would do with my best friend Destiny and my best friend Jordan. Like, that's some shit I would do with them. Like, oh my god, girl, let's just go run errands. Like, yeah, let's run errands and then grab lunch. Like, that's not a date. You took me to run errands, and then the fuckery of it all, then you have the nerve to, like, you know, try to kiss me after that. Like, my thing is like, you have tomorrow off. You have Sunday off. It's one thing to have to go get gas, sure, because, like, you need gas, or else how are we going to get around? And it's one thing to get your car washed, but it's a whole other thing to have your date sitting outside watching you wash your car. That I never experienced in my freaking lifetime. I was like, hell no, that was the worst date of my life. And you guys, I don't know what it is. Like, my coworker, me and her are really close. She tells me that I need to date older guys, but, like, I'm not interested in dating a 28-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, a 28-year-old and a 21-year-old's goals are a little bit different. Like, I have no problem dating a 24-year-old, a 25-year-old. Like, I have no problem. Like, that's not a thing. But, like, a 27-year-old, to me, is just a little old. Like, what are we having in common? You know what I mean? Like, please, let me know. Like, dating in 2019 is no joke. Like, I wish, like, sometimes I pray, like, I don't pray that it was the 1950s, because, like, oppression and, like, you know, rights and, you know, equality for black people were not great, but at the same time, like, I would kill for a guy to, like, ask me out and take me out for ice cream. Like, where are those guys at? And let me say this, let me also say that, like, it's not that I don't get asked out on dates when I go out. Very rarely do guys actually get the balls to ask me out, and it's usually older men. Do I look like a sugar baby to you as I slide on these Ardell wispy lashes? Okay, like, yes, I get it, but at the same time, like, older men are way more interested in me than guys my own age. It's not that guys my own age don't find me attractive. It's just, I don't know, I guess older men see it. They see what the fuck I am. But at the same time, like, but at the same time, I'm not an idiot, and I just, like, I'm like, oh my god, boys, like, he's gonna change for me. Like, I'm not that dumb. Like, I have not been with anybody. I have not dated any guy since last year when I broke up with him. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna date anybody just because I'm bored. Okay, I'm gonna set this really quick. I don't love this setting spray, but at the same time, like, I bought it, so I feel like I have to use it. All right, so yeah, that's my worst date ever story. I guess I didn't need to do my whole makeup routine, but this is my makeup routine. I feel like this eyelash is about to fly the hell off. Like, fly. Little off, but a little off kilter, but she alright. But yeah, that was my worst date ever. And yeah, dating in 2019 is so hard. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I don't know how anybody can date. Like, it's like, I'm just losing all hope. Like, I guess I'm just not gonna be dating anyone for a really long time. Anyways, thanks for watching my story time on the worst date ever. Bye.